Thanks for joining me as I travel the world, going from fine dining through to street food and local specialties, all in an effort to find the world's best seafood. Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a while between videos. I've been trying to get my cholesterol down and my savings up so I can have another seafood extravaganza. It's not really the case, I've just been so flat out busy. It's actually been 6 or 8 months since I had a giant seafood platter to really push myself to the limit, which I know is not the healthiest thing, but god damn it, it's fun. So today I've come to Catch in Manhattan. I've been a couple of times, the seafood's always really nice and fresh, but I've never tried their platter, so today's the day. I've got my loose pants on, I've had a good walk across the island to get myself hungry for the meal, so let's go check it out. Taking a look at their menu, they actually have a lot of options, and it's not just seafood. There's all kinds of meat and vegan options. I'm actually here for the seafood platter only. They had a smaller one or the large size, so you know what I'm going for. And my wife got beef brisket tacos, some Spanish grilled octopus, and later on we ordered some cod wraps as well. So let's take a look at it. Now they say this seafood platter is good for 4 to 6 people, so wish me luck. Well, I don't know whether you're surprised or not, but that seafood towel was no problem at all to bowl over. The only disappointing thing was the service on the night. Well, that and the food. I'll talk to you about that in a second. I'll talk to you about that when I get home. As is often the case in New York, it's once you start adding drinks that things get really expensive. We did have a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc with this meal. Once the octopus and platter was out of the way, the bill arrived unexpectedly. We hadn't asked for it, and that was before the beef had actually turned up. So we sent that back, reordered the beef, and ordered some of the cod lettuce wraps with a bourbon miso sauce. Okay folks, back home now. Now, what can I say? Okay folks, done and dusted, back home now. What can I say? If you're looking for a bit of a swanky night out with some seafood that's not too fishy, that's all cleaned up and ready to eat, that you don't get your hands dirty, then this could be great for you. For me, I found it really boring and not something that I'm gonna rush to go back to. I get the glitz and glamour, you get all dressed up, you go out to Soho, the hostesses all look like supermodels, you're mixing with people who've also all dressed up and are having a special night, but the seafood just wasn't all that. The seafood tower itself I thought was overpriced, and the food that was in it was so sanitized. Like, all of the oysters were completely shucked and washed out, so they just tasted of like normal tap water. There was very little flavor. In their defense, the lobster tail was beautifully cooked, but again, it was completely removed from the shell. All of the legs and knuckles were all gone, I guess put into lobster rolls. So you just got the tail and the claws, and even the head was completely empty. And then the additional dishes, big disappointment for me. The short rib tacos tasted like they were store-bought, frozen and microwaved warm. The meat was at once watery and chewy, and the cod was, well, it was dry, it wasn't well cooked, but the sauce on it was horrible. It was way too acidic. It tasted like it had been cooked in the morning and then gooped on just to be served. And the servers were really understaffed. It took forever to get things. There was mistakes happening at every table around us. I just, if you're in a big group and you're going for a party and you just want something a little bit swanky and don't really care about the food, fine. But if you're a seafood lover, personally, I would say give this one a skip. Taking a look at the damage, you can see it all really does add up. And given the overall experience and quality of food, I couldn't really recommend this one unless you're going out with a group of friends and want something stylish but without substance. If you like that, please do like and subscribe. I hope to make more videos soon, and you can join me on my future search for the world's best seafood.